One of the best parts of D&D can also be one of the most uncomfortable parts of D&D. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's role-playing. From new players to 20-year veterans, role-playing can cause some players to have straight-up anxiety. How do we support our new players and our veteran players trying new things? It's easy. We trick them into it. I'm kidding. Well, sort of. My go-to DM tip is starting a rumor. Starting a rumor is a wonderful tool to keep in mind when you're starting your next campaign. I will describe to you what it is, how to do it, why it works so well, and how it's changed my campaigns in some of the most incredible ways. Starting a rumor is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to have your players on the spot start rumors about the other player's characters. So player A will start a rumor about player B's character, B of C, C of D, and D of A. Now, these rumors can be anything, and I mean anything. They can be anything from being super silly and ridiculous to being quite dark and serious. If your campaign is lighthearted and your party consists of gnomes and halflings that have an unhealthy fixation on when they're going to get their second breakfast, then keeping the rumors a little more on the lighter side may work well for you. But hey, who am I to tell you what to do with your campaign? A rumor of a gnome with a were-rat affliction may do fantastic in your campaign setting. Some other examples that work really well. I heard that player A is secretly a duke's son hiding out in the city after gambling away his inheritance. Ooh, well, I heard that player C, the tabaxi, coughs up hairballs and keeps them in her pocket so she can knit them into gifts for her party. Ugh, what the fuck? Oh, well, I heard that player D isn't normal. He bleeds black blood. The baker saw it. As you can see, anything will work. I like them to do this in character as if they were sitting in a tavern enjoying a tankard of ale and just having fun. This really is a way of tiptoeing into a low-stress role-playing opportunity in itself. And I find this to be a low-stress opportunity because if there's one thing that we all have in common as human beings, being the social creatures we are, is that one thing comes pretty natural to us innately, and that's talking shit. And I guarantee you this won't be a problem. They'll think it's fun and hilarious. Well, depending on their rumor. Now here's the fun part. Once the rumor is told, it is now considered common knowledge. Everybody knows this rumor about this character. If it's true or not is completely up to the player the rumor is about. The moment the player hears the rumor, they get to make the decision if the rumor is true or if it's not. Nobody should know if it's true or not, but the player and the DM. If it's true, they will discreetly write it on their character sheet and it will become part of their backstory, part of their character development. If it's not true, they do absolutely nothing. The key is that nobody knows if this is true or not, but the player. So why does this help with role-playing? Your player now has a wealth of knowledge that they can now pull from to help aid them when they are beginning conversations with NPCs or their fellow players. Rumors early game give out so much knowledge to these characters that don't know much of the world. You know, they figure that out while they're exploring, but now they have something that they can immediately pull from for conversations. They can poke fun, they can have inside jokes, they can react differently to characters based on knowledge, and it gives them points of opening up conversations and bonding with their fellow party members. And for you, the DM, you also have the same knowledge, and your NPCs that you introduce to the party can do exactly the same things that these playable characters are doing. They can poke fun, they can start fights, they can try to bond with the characters over this shared knowledge. It is such a great tool to utilize in an early part of a campaign. I see shy players come out of their shells all the time trying to defend themselves against these rumors. And I've also seen these rumors allow for characters to bond with other party members. It just opens the door to having a natural conversation. And that's the key here, keeping things natural and stress-free. We do not want to put people in pressure situations where they're trying to come up with stuff on the spot. That's the worst thing you can do for people who are not comfortable with role playing. The tabaxi rumor I used as an example earlier was a real rumor used in one of my campaigns. The whole rumor was that the tabaxi coughed up hairballs, kept them in her pocket, and then she would later knit them into gifts for her party members and people she loved. Now, when the player heard this, she said that that was absolutely not true. She absolutely hated it, thought it was disgusting, and no, it was not going to be real. But she leaned into it so hard. She never told anybody in her party that it wasn't true. And she kind of would avoid the topic when it was brought up. But what she ended up doing was taking up knitting, and she would knit her party members gifts, hats, scarves, socks, and she would gift them to them. And they would wear them begrudgingly because they were a little afraid of her, and they didn't want to upset her, so they would go around wearing what they thought was like spit up hair socks. Super disgusting, and there were so many inside jokes, and it was so hilarious. And to this day, I don't think that they know that that rumor wasn't true. But the amount of role-playing conversations and role-playing opportunities that this little rumor that wasn't true brought up in this campaign was epic. Now, the rumor of the player whose character bled black blood ended up being a true rumor in the same campaign. Now, this player heard this and said, absolutely, this is super cool. I want this for my character. And then it was on me as a DM to kind of figure out why this character bled black blood. And I got to create an entire story arc for this character. And it ended up being such a cool addition to my campaign. And how rewarding was it for that player who came up with that rumor? She was really new to D&D, and I could tell that she was blown away at how her small rumor completely changed the course of our campaign in such a cool way too. And it was so rewarding for me to be able to reward her for such creativity and for them making bold decisions. So in conclusion, starting a rumor is a wonderful way of providing support to players and giving them low-stress opportunities for role-playing. No matter the experience level that your players may be, there really is no downside to adding this fun role-playing opportunity to your next campaign. Well, friends and fiends, let me know if you would implement this into your next campaign. And if you're looking for more quick tips and tricks like this, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.